Hello and welcome to a new series of Mastermind for you to enjoy with me, Clive Myrie. In the spotlight tonight are Lorna Frankel, a medical secretary. Her specialist subject is the Women's Institute. Randall Allain, a musician whose subject is the record-breaking Olympian Carl Lewis. Brian Williams, a civil servant. He'll be answering questions on the military career of Ulysses S Grant. And Kate Dapre, a sustainability manager. Her specialist subject is the films of the Muppets. In the coming weeks, you'll witness some of the brightest minds in British quizzing giving no quarter as contenders from all walks of life slug it out for this astonishingly beautiful bespoke glass bowl and the title of Mastermind Champion. But there's a long way to go, with 2 minutes of specialist subject questions and 2.5 minutes on general knowledge to tackle in the heats, semis, and of course, the grand final. The famous black chair is waiting, so good luck to one and all. Can I ask our first contender of the new series to join us, please? Your name?
Lorna Frankel.
Your occupation?
Medical secretary.
And your specialist subject?
The Women's Institute.
The international community-based organisation for women introduced to the UK from Canada in 1915 in 2 minutes. Here we go. What was the name of the mother from Hamilton, Ontario, whose campaign in the 1890s to educate women and children about domestic science led to the establishment of the first Women's Institute?
Adelaide Hoodless.
Yes, which Baroness began her term as chairman of the UK's National Federation of Women's Institutes in 1917 and was re-elected to the role each year until her retirement in 1946?
Lady Denman.
Yes, after the success of the Institute's Care, Not Custody campaign, a WI was established at which prison on the outskirts of London?
HMP Bronzefield.
Yes, who succeeded Lady Denman as chairman of the National Federation of Women's Institutes in 1946?
Lady Albemarle.
Yes, what new title was given to the WI Members magazine in the mid-2000s, replacing Home and Country?
WI Life.
Yes, which WI member became only the third woman to be elected to the House of Commons when she won a by-election in 1921?
Margaret Wintringham.
Yes, what's the name of the artist who posed as Miss July in the charity fundraising Naked Calendar that inspired the 2003 film Calendar Girls and whose husband, Terry, took the photographs for it?
Trisha Stewart?
No, Linda Logan. In 2010, the WI introduced a new logo comprising the name The WI above what two-word strapline?
Inspiring Women.
Yes, at the 1965 AGM, a rule was repealed that previously stopped a community forming a WI if its population exceeded what number?
4,000 people.
Yes, shortly after Tony Blair's poorly received speech at the 2000 National Conference, the WI presented him with a petition against the closure of what business establishments?
Post offices.
Yes, the 1940 report on rural WI's experiences of hosting urban evacuees during the Second World War was entitled Town Children Through what?
Country Eyes.
Yes, what was the name of the textile artist who supervised the creation by WI members of the Designs for Life embroidered art installation at Diamond Light Source, the UK's national synchrotron science facility?
Anne Griffiths.
Yes, while helping to form the first British WIs, I've studied so I'll finish. While helping to form the first British WIs, the visiting Canadian organiser Madge Watt advised members to keep in mind 4 freedoms, which were truth, tolerance, friendship or fellowship, and what other?
Justice.
It was justice. Lorna, you had no passes at the end of that round. You've got 12 points.
Thank you.
And our next contender, please. Your name?
Randall Allain.
Your occupation?
Musician.
And your specialist subject?
Carl Lewis.
The American athlete who won 9 Olympic gold medals in the 1980s and 90s. In 2 minutes. Here we go. Carl Lewis was born in Birmingham, Alabama, but 2 years later he moved with his family to which town in New Jersey?
Willingboro.
Yes, who was the head coach of track and field at the University of Houston while Lewis was studying there and continued to coach him throughout his senior career?
Tom Tellez.
Yes, at which venue in New York did Lewis break his own world indoor record for the long jump with a jump of 8.79 metres at the 1984 Milrose Games?
Madison Square Garden.
Yes, in the 1984 NFL Draft, Lewis was selected by the Dallas Cowboys, who hoped to use him in which position, despite the fact that he hadn't played American football in college?
Running back.
No, wide receiver. In 1987, Lewis placed the gold medal he'd won for which event at the Los Angeles Olympics in his late father's hand as he lay in his coffin?
100 metres.
Yes, in which American city did Lewis jump 8.62 metres, at the time the furthest at sea level, at the 1981 US National Outdoor Championships?
San Jose.
No, Sacramento. At the 1984 Olympics, Lewis won the 200 metres final in 19.80 seconds to break Tommy Smith's Olympic record by how many hundredths of a second?
0.5.
No, 3. At the 1994 Mount San Antonio College Festival, Lewis ran the anchor leg as Santa Monica Track Club, broke the world record in which relay event?
4 by 200 metres.
Yes, in 1989, Lewis began a multi-million-dollar lawsuit for libel against which German magazine that had published allegations that he'd taken steroids?
Stern.
Yes, when the American 4 by 100 metres relay team broke the world record in the 1984 Olympic final, which of his teammates passed the baton to Lewis for the final leg?
Calvin Smith.
Yes, in 1989, Lewis gave evidence to a US congressional committee in support of a bill to restrict the availability of mail-order steroids that had been introduced by which politician?
Pass.
Lewis finished behind Ben Johnson in the 100 metres final at the 1987 World Championships, despite equaling the pre-race world record by running what time?
9.93.
It was 9.93 seconds. Randall, you had just the one pass. Lewis gave evidence to a US congressional committee in support of a bill to restrict the availability of mail-order steroids, and the bill had been introduced by Pete Stark. So at the end of that round, Randall, you've got 8 points. And our next contender, please. Your name,
Brian Williams,
your occupation,
civil servant,
and your specialist subject.
the military career of Ulysses S Grant.
The General-in-Chief for the Union Army in the latter stages of the American Civil War and the future 18th US President. In 2 minutes, here we go. Grant earned the nickname Unconditional Surrender Grant after his forces captured which Confederate fort on the Cumberland River in February 1862?
Fort Donelson,
Yes, Grant completed his 4 years of training at West Point Military Academy, ranked in what position out of a class of 39 cadets?
24th.
No, it was 21. Grant's main role in the Mexican War was as quartermaster for which regiment?
The 4th Infantry.
Yes, at the Battle of Belmont in November 1861, Grant escaped from advancing Confederate troops by riding his horse onto the deck of what steamship moored on a bank of the Mississippi River?
The Cincinnati.
No, the Belle Memphis. What insect-related nickname was given to the sunken road and thicket of oak trees after it was successfully defended by Grant's troops for much of the first day of the Battle of Shiloh in April 1862?
The Hornet's Nest.
Yes, during the war with Mexico, Grant distinguished himself when, in September 1846, he rode under fire through the streets of which Mexican city?
Monterey.
Yes, on the 25th of November 1863, during the Battle of Chattanooga, Grant's troops drove the Confederates from which ridge of high ground with an all-out and spontaneous infantry assault?
Missionary Ridge.
Yes, at which battle fought on the 5th and 6th of May 1864 did Grant first encounter Robert E. Lee and his army of Northern Virginia?
The Wilderness.
Yes. What was the name, also that of a city, of the horse ridden by Grant during the Wilderness Campaign of 1864 and later by President Lincoln to allow him to inspect the troops?
Cincinnati.
Yes. Which of the colonels under his command did Grant assign to carry out a cavalry raid through Mississippi in April 1863 that he later said knocked the heart out of the state?
Benjamin Grierson.
Yes, in March 1864, Grant was given the command of all Union armies in the Civil War when he was promoted by President Lincoln to what rank?
Lieutenant General.
Yes, which Confederate-held city was finally captured by Grant's forces on the 2nd of April 1865 after a siege that had lasted for around 290 days?
Petersburg.
Yes, a significant photograph of Grant showing him among a group of soldiers and looking at a map on the 21st of May 1864 was taken by the photographer Timothy O'Sullivan from an upper window of which Baptist church in Virginia?
Spotsylvania.
No, Massaponax Church. And Brian, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 10 points. And our final contender, please. Your name,
Kate Dupre,
your occupation,
Sustainability Manager.
and your specialist subject.
The films of the Muppets.
Yes, the series of 8 feature films released between 1979 and 2014 starring Jim Henson's puppet creations, The Muppets. In 2 minutes. Here we go. In the Muppet movie, Kermit the Frog and Fozzie Bear encounter which Sesame Street character on the road during the song Moving Right Along?
Big Bird.
Yes, in the Great Muppet Caper, Kermit, Fozzie and Gonzo travel to England in the cargo hold of an airliner in 3 wooden crates labelled frog, bear and which other word often used to describe Gonzo?
Whatever.
Yes, which Oscar-winning composer wrote the score for Muppet Treasure Island?
Paul Williams.
No, Hans Zimmer. In The Muppets Take Manhattan, which actor and dancer plays the roller skater who lets Miss Piggy borrow his skates to chase a thief who's stolen her purse?
Gregory Hines.
Yes, in The Muppets, what 1990s rock song is performed by the Muppet Barbershop Quartet, comprising Ralph the Dog, Beaker, Sam the Eagle and Link Hogthrob, while they're shaving the actor Jack Black?
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yes, when Gonzo is struck by lightning in Muppets from Space, he has a vision in which he's floating in space and receives advice to mow his lawn from a pair of creatures who refer to themselves by what 3-word name?
Cosmic Knowledge Fish.
Yes, which former puppeteer has a writing credit on 5 of the films, including The Muppet Christmas Carol and The Great Muppet Caper?
Frank Oz.
No, Jerry Jewell. In The Muppets Take Manhattan, while Kermit is suffering from amnesia and calling himself Phil, he creates an advertising slogan for what brand of soap?
Ocean Breeze.
Yes, in Muppet Treasure Island, what's the name of the imaginary friend whom Squire Trelawney, played by Fozzie Bear, believes lives in his finger and has been to the moon twice?
Mr. Bindle.
Yes, in the Muppet Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge, played by Michael Caine, employs rats as his bookkeeping staff who complain about the cold, saying that their assets are frozen and their pens have turned into what?
Icicles.
No, inksicles in the framing scenes of the Muppet movie, in which the Muppets watch their own film in a screening room. Which character acts as the projectionist?
The Swedish Chef.
Yes, when Kermit and Miss Piggy go on a dinner date in the Muppet movie, the waiter, played by Steve Martin, tells them that the wine is not champagne, but sparkling muscatel, one of the finest wines of which US state?
Idaho.
It is Idaho. Kate, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 9 points. And at the end of the specialist subjects round, let's have a look at the scores. In 4th place with 8 points, it's Randall. In 3rd place with 9 points, it's Kate. In 2nd place with 10 points, it's Brian. And in 1st place with 12 points, it's Lorna. So now it's general knowledge. And if there's a tie at the end, then the number of passes is taken into account and the person with the fewer passes is the winner. And if they're tied on passes as well, it's a tie break. So let's ask Randall to join us again, please. Randall, you start with 8 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. Halloween is traditionally celebrated on the 31st of which month?
October.
Yes, what name derived from an old French word for thread is given to a boneless strip of meat such as a steak or chicken or a slice of fish with all the bones removed?
Fillet.
Yes, the politicians Henry Addington, William Grenville and Frederick Robinson were UK Prime Ministers in the first half of which century?
19th.
Yes, which US state has the official nickname the Bluegrass State?
Nashville.
No, Kentucky. What's the title of the BAFTA-winning comedy-drama television series, first shown from 2016 to 2019, written by and starring Phoebe Waller-Bridge?
Fleabag.
Yes, the Preston Bypass, which is acknowledged to have become the UK's first motorway when it was opened in 1958, now forms part of the M55. And which other motorway?
M1.
No, M6. What name derived from an Italian word for boatman is given to a type of song traditionally performed by Venetian gondoliers?
Sonata.
No, Baccarat. In the 1960s and 70s, Boris Spassky was a world champion player at what board game?
Chess.
Yes, which band formed in York in 1990 achieved the rare feat of having two UK #1 albums in the same year when A Matter of Time and Liquid Gold both topped the charts in 2024?
Kaiser Chiefs.
No, Shed 7. What name from a Malay word meaning striped is given to a cotton fabric with a checked pattern woven from contrasting white and coloured yarns?
Calico.
No, gingham. In human anatomy, the medulla oblongata is part of which major organ?
Brain.
Yes. Which English Premier League football club is nicknamed the Toffees?
Everton.
Yes. What small sap-sucking insect, widely considered to be a garden pest, has many species but is often referred to generally as the green fly, black fly or plant louse?
Aphid.
Yes, in the name of the price index known as RPI, which is used as a measure of inflation, the letter R stands for what word?
Revenue.
No, retail. In the 1982 science fiction film Blade Runner and its 2017 sequel, which actor stars as the former police detective Rick Deckard?
Harrison Ford.
Yes, which 18th century historian wrote the multi-volume work, The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire?
Gibbon.
Yes, which gaseous chemical element with the atomic number 10 has a name derived from the Greek word for new?
Neon.
Yes, it's a neon. Randall, you had no passes, and at the end of that round, you've got 19 points. Next up, it's Kate. Kate, you start with 9 points. The score to beat as it stands is 19 points, and you've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. Which day of the week is named after Earth's only natural satellite?
Monday.
Yes, the non-profit organisation formed by a merger in 1993 to manage the student admissions process for universities and colleges in the UK is known by what acronym?
UCAS.
Yes, the singer Billie Eilish won an Oscar for the theme song to what 2021 James Bond film?
No Time to Die.
Yes, what was the shared surname of the 6 daughters of Lord and Lady Redesdale, born between 1904 and 1920, who became known for their respective literary achievements and political ideologies?
Mitford.
Yes, which Manchester-based rock band topped the UK albums chart in March 2024 with Audio Vertigo?
Oasis.
No, elbow. What name is given to the thread-like structures in the nucleus of a plant or animal cell that consist of protein and DNA and carry genetic information?
Genomes.
No, chromosomes. What French name, partly derived from a word which translates as crunch, is given to a fried or toasted cheese and ham sandwich?
Croquette.
No, croque monsieur. Which small country, comprising 3 main islands in the Indian Ocean off the east coast of Africa, has Moroni as its capital city?
The Maldives.
No, Comoros. The television comedy panel show 8 out of 10 Cats, which ran from 2005 to 2021, was hosted by which comedian?
Jimmy Carr.
Yes, which American golfer won his second major tournament with victory in the 2024 US Open?
Rory
No, Bryson DeChambeau. A monument to the anti-slavery campaigner William Wilberforce stands in which city in northern England, which Wilberforce represented in Parliament from 1780?
Sheffield.
No, Hull. Han Kang, born in South Korea in 1970, won the 2024 Nobel Prize in which discipline?
Physics.
No, literature. The Greek god Pan is commonly depicted as a man with long ears and the legs and horns of what animal?
Goat.
Yes, in UK pre-decimal currency, a shilling was made up of how many pence?
5.
No, 12. What vitamin, which is important for growth and healthy skin and occurs in foods such as milk, eggs, green vegetables and nuts, is sometimes called vitamin B2?
Thiamine.
No, riboflavin. The Israeli pianist and conductor Daniel Barenboim was married to which renowned British cellist until her death in 1987?
Jacqueline Dupre.
Yes, because of its shape, a cloud of rising dust and debris, especially one that results from a nuclear explosion, is likened to what food item?
Mushroom.
It is mushroom. So, Kate, at the end of that round, you had no passes, and you've got 17 points. Next up is Brian. Brian, you start with 10 points. The score to beat, as it stands, is 19 points, and you've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. The flat upper part of a cooker where food is heated in pans is known in North America as a stovetop, but in the UK by what three-letter name?
Hob.
Yes, what diminutive form of the first name George is an informal term for a native of or inhabitant of Tyneside in northeast England?
Geordie.
Yes, what 2002 action horror film based on a series of video games stars Mila Jovovich as the heroine Alice, who battles zombies in the fictional Raccoon City?
Saw.
No, Resident Evil. Black water fever is a rare but serious complication of what mosquito-borne disease?
Malaria.
Yes, in January 2025, which British snooker player won his second Masters title when he beat Kyron Wilson 10-7 in the final?
John Higgins.
No, Sean Murphy. What four-letter name is given to a wind that measures 8 on the Beaufort scale?
Mistral.
No, Gale. Which Radio 4 programme did Lauren Laverne begin presenting in 2018 when she succeeded Kirsty Young in the role?
Desert Island Discs.
Yes, The Red Wheelbarrow, a one-sentence poem of only 16 words, was written by which American modernist poet?
E. Cummings.
No, William Carlos Williams. Caesarion, the last male Ptolemaic ruler of Egypt who reigned from 44 to 30 BC, was the son of which Egyptian queen?
Cleopatra.
Yes. What's the professional name of the fashion designer born Francisco Rabaneda Cuervo in Spain in 1934, whose signature chain mail mini dresses made by linking plastic and metal plates were introduced in the 1960s?
Coco Chanel.
No, Paco Rabanne, the popular tourist resort of Ayia Napa, is on the east coast of which Mediterranean island country?
Ibiza.
No, Cyprus. The actress Lily Rose Depp is the daughter of Johnny Depp and which French singer?
Pass.
Cuban, Colombian, LA and New York are styles of what Latin American dance?
Salsa.
Yes. What's the name of the synth-pop duo formed in 1985 by Vince Clarke and Andy Bell, whose UK hit singles include Sometimes, A Little Respect and Drama?
Erasure.
Yes. What's the name of the huge, many-headed dog in Greek mythology that guarded the entrance to Hades and prevented the dead from escaping?
Cerberus.
Yes. The new London Theatre on Drury Lane was renamed in 2018 in honour of which British choreographer?
Henry Moore.
No, Gillian Lynne. Brian, you had just the one pass. The actress Lily Rose Depp is the daughter of Johnny Depp and Vanessa Paradis.
Paradis.
Yes, you knew that. And at the end of that round, Brian, you've got 18 points.
Thank you.
And let's have Lorna again, please. Lorna, you start with 12 points, the score to beat to get through to the semi-finals is Randall's 19 points, and you've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. In a common expression, someone involved in several different business activities at the same time is said to have many irons in the what?
Fire.
Yes. One of the first major roles of the actress Sarah Lancashire was the barmaid Raquel in which British television soap?
Coronation Street.
Yes, the Latin poem In Quintum Novembris, written by John Milton while he was a student at Cambridge, commemorates what historical event?
The Somme.
No, the Gunpowder Plot. Pays de Galles is the French name for which of the home nations of the UK?
Wales.
Yes, the third book of the New Testament is the Gospel according to which saint?
Luke.
Yes, which Spanish conquistador led an invasion of Mexico in 1519 and imprisoned the local ruler Montezuma II, whose death the following year led to the fall of the Aztec Empire?
Pizarro.
No, Cortez. What family relative is the daughter of one's brother or sister?
Nice.
Yes, the symphonic poem Kossuth, the orchestral piece Romanian folk dances and the ballet The Wooden Prince are works by which Hungarian composer?
Bartok.
Yes. Which British cyclist won his second Grand Tour event when claiming victory in the Giro d'Italia in June 2025?
Chris Hoy.
No, Simon Yates. The actress Natalie Wood received Oscar nominations for her performances in the 1960s films Splendor in the Grass and Love with the Proper Stranger, and for her role opposite James Dean in what 1955 film?
West Side Story.
No, Rebel Without a Cause. What's the first name of the son of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who became 7th in line to the throne when he was born in 2019?
Archie.
Yes, a type of yellow-brown paper originally made in the Philippines using a local variety of hemp is named after which city?
Manila.
Yes, the 1879 play A Doll's House about the unravelling of Nora and Torvald Helmer's previously happy marriage was written by which playwright?
Ibsen.
Yes, a Sheltie is a breed of sheepdog that originated on which Scottish islands?
Shetland.
Yes, which British singer made a CBE in 2020, had UK hit singles in the 1970s and 80s entitled Love and Affection, Me, Myself and I, and Drop the Pilot?
Elton John.
No, Dynamo Trading. Based on the Greek derivation of the word, erythrocytes are more commonly referred to as what colour blood cells?
Red.
Yes. What was the name of the designer whose familiar map of the London Underground was inspired by his work as an electrical draftsman?
Harry Beck.
It was Harry Beck. Lorna, you had no passes, and at the end of that round, you've done it. 24 points.
Thank you.
Let's have a look at the final scores. In 4th place with 17 points, it's Kate. In 3rd place with 18 points, it's Brian. In 2nd place with 19 points, it's Randall, which means in 1st place with 24 points, it's Lorna. So she goes through to the semi-finals. Congratulations to her. If you'd like to be a contender in the next series, please go to our website, bbc.co.uk/mastermind, and you can follow us as ever at Mastermind Quiz. Join us again next time for more Masterminds. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
It's great to have won the heat. I'm a bit scared, I've got to learn another specialist subject now, but overall it was like a really great experience.
What new title was given to the WI Members magazine in the mid-2000s, replacing Home and Country?
WI Life.
Yes.
Inspiring Women.
Yes.
Anne Griffiths.
Yes.
I chose the WI because my grandma, who I was very close to, was the president of our local village branch when I was a teenager, and her best friend was actually the county chairman as well, so I went to a lot of meetings when I was a teenager. Got my best dessert recipe from the WI as well, and because it's their 110th year, it's really nice to be able to represent them and show the public what they get up to.
Can I ask our first contender of the new series to join us, please?
So my outfit for the heat, I've chosen to wear in homage to the early pioneers of the WI, some really inspiring women like Polly Hurst Simpson and Lady Denman. All I'm really missing is the hat.
And in 1st place with 12 points, it's Lorna.
It was really nice to be in the lead at the halfway point, but you can never rest on your laurels. You don't know what other people know, so I didn't want to take it for granted. Fire.
Yes.
Bartok.
Yes.
Harry Beck.
It was Harry Beck.
It was quite a surprise, a really nice surprise when Clive announced at the end that I won the heat.
And at the end of that round, you've done it. 24 points.
Thank you. Oh, it would be amazing to win Mastermind. My family's all been behind me all the way. We did a lot of quizzing when I was younger, and watching Mastermind for such a long time, it would just be amazing to take that glass bowl home.